Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Tales of Arise. This is episode
another district we went through.
50.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
This area didn't get us slapped. Gotcha.
Pardon me.
This is absolutely an Almedra lady. All right.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Sheep meat. Just hanging out in the box in the corner. Go over here first. What's up? See, there are still people who are doing things, but only in order to block us from going into locations. Gotcha. Oh my god. Fucking game. Alright, who are you, a Volron supporter?
Ridiculous. Okay.
Urwagil Hildris. Okay, so this is the guy that Volron took over for. How? Okay, again, we get into the scenario of like, they are getting news, but only selectively and only insofar as it helps support the story's plot. Because this guy, they've literally received news about the previous Lord of Ganotheros' death and about his replacement and how his replacement treats both the Danans and the Renans. So they're getting news from Dana, but they haven't gotten news about the fact that Danans have risen up and overthrown all of the lords. Sus. Sus game. Very sus.
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganotheros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Okay.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah.
It's trying to do that
despite
whole
the
like, not
brutality they're
everyone's a
known for.
black and white bad guy.
They
But-
must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Yeah, okay.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive.
That's
but their
fine.
loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Not really.
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the lords were all people, too.
No shit, they were people. They're just
Falstaff and
bad
others.
people.
They all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either.
They were never incomprehensible
They were
monsters.
individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Yayoi.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
I need Yayoi as an emote.
Not at
Damn it.
all.
I say that way too fucking much.
Being a Danon doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all
Lippin'
seen.
dippin'.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep
Aw,
doing
them
my best
stretchy
to make sure
kitties.
I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
I got kitty kisses. Hey, we got that SP. Where our team composition right? We haven't done Law in a while. We haven't done Dohalim in a while. Do that. Grape gel.
There's something I just don't get. The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right?
Give me
In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So who was
So-
that person?
Who was it then?
Hanfricht Milgras, the former lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegus?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegus from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
This
A
game.
new Renus Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it
Sure.
didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
They are
You and me
all
both.
consumed.
Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that
By
such
the
a
Red
thing
Lady.
as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Whatever it is, I'm positive that it's not gonna be good.
Doe?
Aria?
Faria.
Ah ha ha!
Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already.
It's been 7 years. That's not an already. That's most of the way through.
Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord,
I saw
you
that.
still
He wasn't willing to kill anyone. That guy came at him. He
I'm
defended
here to
himself.
Take care of something.
Fuck off.
If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit.
I don't like this lady.
But let me tell you,
Yep.
I haven't changed either.
She fucking
Not a
rude.
day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Okay.
Dolan, what the hell are you saying?
Like,
First,
hard
I have
pass.
business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
You just mad that your boy got beat. If he had beat Dohalim, you wouldn't be freaking out because of Dohalim. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's big bad. Like how no one was looking back at her while she was screaming at them. They were all walking away. No one was like, this crazy bitch. No one saw the red woman.
I apologize that you had
Oh
to
my
witness
god.
that.
Fuck me. All this trouble we're going
Is
through
it
to find the
true?
red woman.
What she said about you killing someone?
Yeah.
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Don't bitch out.
Before,
Explain.
Back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Yeah? You think? My god. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything over there. Orange gel. My goodness. Alright, what do we got going on? Aha! We got a shop. Okay. There. The end is in sight. In theory. I'm assuming they aren't putting a shop / save point there for no reason. Cool. What's in the box? Tofu. 1 tofu. Fuck you, game. Just don't put a box there. Look, like, legitimately. Don't. If your rewards are gonna be crap rewards, just don't put them. Just don't place them. Just don't waste my time and don't waste your time. one tofu. It was the one piece I was missing. Fucking shit.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is
I mean,
something the matter, Dohalim?
There was a fountain in Menancia, y'all.
Before I went
Calm
down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed.
That was pretty obvious,
Despite
y'all.
Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music.
Despite?
Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
Oh.
A friendship based
They're all
on mutual
violinists.
respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society.
Okay, sure.
But
Cool.
fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagan was
Give
no
me
match for
answers.
me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Said it before in this game. Everyone in this
Shion's
game
right.
is so incredibly
What other lord would have
understanding
treated
and
me as
willing
you
to
did?
overlook everyone else's
Anyone else and
issues
I
and
would have been dead
problems and
long ago.
grow and
You've
etc.
saved so many people,
Almost too
Dohalim.
much. Accepting when the
You
game
saved me.
needs to
Thanks
be
to
all
you that I'm
like,
here
oh
today."
no, actually, right? Like, so
So,
Dohalim is more than
try not
willing
to
to
blame
overlook
yourself.
everyone's stuff,
The
even
burden
his
you've
own
placed on
stuff,
your
and
own
grow
shoulders
and,
is
and
too
win,
much for
except
anyone
for
to bear.
right now. Renwell, same thing.
Frank as
Able to
always.
overlook and grow, and except for
But
for all major
shall
of
do
them.
my best
Like
to
every
heed
single
your
time,
advice.
it's like I don't know. It's becoming hard to believe that these characters can be so open and forthright and accepting of themselves and the people around them, and then still be so
Do you
hung
think he'll
up
be all
on.
right?
one
Yeah,
particular
I
thing.
think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
Especially
I
in
did
that
not
type of
realize
thing.
how
Like,
difficult it is just to be there for someone.
that's so crazy. How are you gonna blame yourself
Sometimes just knowing someone's
for
on your side can be
killing
enough.
someone in
he knows,
self-defense
I promise he does.
when that
I hope
person
you're
was
right.
trying to kill you and being underhanded to do so? What the fuck is Avakir watching
Elfin.
us?
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always
Sounds
there
like
to
my
support
patience
me.
with the game is pretty low. It's not. My
goes
patience
both
isn't
ways.
low or anything like that. Like
to me, keep
this,
going more
the
times than I
game
can
and the
count.
story and things like.
Maybe.
So again, it's
I
one of those
still wanted to
scenarios of
say
like I'm just more
thank
critical
you.
and more willing to critique things as a older individual. Like my tastes and my understanding of what I enjoy are more developed and refined now. Part of the reason why I actually enjoy playing a lot of the old games that I, used to love is I kind of like seeing their faults, but also seeing their strengths. This game still has a lot of strengths. There's a lot of really good stuff about it, and it is probably that
I see
that
a
makes
medic
me
and
so
supply
annoyed
officer
by
over
the
there.
dumb
If they
stuff
know you're
in the
with me,
story.
they'll likely offer their assistance.
Like there's stuff in this story that is really, really good. Like there are some really good themes in this story that I think are really cool and interesting to explore. But then they also do random shit like make everyone really, really, really accepting and really, really, really like willing to cheerlead for each other and support each other.
What do you say we check
Right?
back in on the ranch?
But then also suddenly be at a drop of a hat, right? And that's the specific thing is it's when the game needs them to be, they suddenly revert back to being inconsolable, or they suddenly, like super depressed or hate on themselves or what have you, right? So it's very like feels weird sometimes. I think we have enough wrapping. I'm gonna go back to other stuff. I should check and see if he has anything to buy. Ah, he does. Diamond stuff. We've purchase, yes, but I don't want to purchase it with that one. The happy bottle battle chain, gotcha. Claudius Renner. Hey, craft and equip. Craft and equip.
You can never be too prepared.
Fast travel point, gotcha. Like what?
Done. This is sure to give the other.
I will say, like, if my patience seems like it's thin, it's primarily because of a lack of answers. Like, the pacing of the game has started to get long in the tooth for me, and it doesn't feel like I'm being rewarded with good answers to long-term questions. These guys look fucking snazzy, by the way.
Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No.
Alright then.
Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Dragon I can carve through walls.
Back you, my shield! Dragon Swarm!
Enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Freaking does it.
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm! Freaking does it.
There we go. Did they summon another guy?
Coming through!
Looks like they summoned another guy.
Now!
I only saw 3.
Scarlet
but-
Inferno!
Will this help?
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this.
Too much!
Freaking does it.
Damn! Be still! Take this! I'm not done!
Do it!
Devastation!
All yours, Kisara.
My turn! Dragon Swarm! Flaming Thrust! I'm not done! It's on! Devastation! Rising Falcon! Burn!
You're mine.
Take this. Do it.
Dragon Swarm!
Ooh, I barely got that, because that other guy came in and smacked me.
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Okay, fucking law.
I'm not done! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
I'll crush you.
Fucking tenebrous.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Here I come! Penumbra! Lightning Thrust! Strike!
Reflect on that. Eagle assault. Finish without a trace. I'll smash you.
Man.
Resonate with the Dragon Swarm.
Do it!
You're mine!
Fucking, he's just up in the air. I can't do anything. Oh, fuck.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros.
Alright, there we go.
The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
Oh, yeah?
What
You
with
think?
the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries.
I don't think
At least
he's
we'll
gonna
know
have
to
to
keep our
worry
wits
about
about us.
Daria. I think she's gonna be dead. Or Faria. Faria? Faria. I think it's Faria. I think she's gonna be dead. So, you know. Oh, look at that bad boy! That's just fantastic. Real looking forward to that. Look at that beaut. I like how its right claw is way bigger than its left claw. That's exciting.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Yeah, okay.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Here I go! One more!
Elusive deity!
You're mine! It's on!
These ones can run rings around us!
Burn it!
Run rings around this.
Resonate with the
Be
earth!
still! Dragon
I'll trip it up.
Eat this! Bloody watch it!
Can't get out of this!
I'm not done! Infernal punch! Dragon swarm!
That hit spot into everlasting dark.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative gate. Resonate with the...
I'll crush you! Lightning
Fucking,
reflexes!
I like Law, but having Law around is like, it's just,
In an instant!
he interrupts things so frequently because he gets his damn mystic art constantly.
Force blast! Take this! Rising armor won't save you! Dragon swarm! Vacuum blade!
I'll finish you stalagmite.
Damn.
There's always room for improvement.
We got a little slapped around, honestly. Ooh, okay. I thought that was gonna be a special one, but that's not a special one. There's just a bunch of them. Gotcha.
No escape! This one's all mine!
Nope.
The normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Regeneration! Alpha!
Regenerate. Let us take to the
Be
fray.
still! Strike!
Let us
Vacuum
take to
blade!
the fray.
Dragon swarm!
No further.
Dragon swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take it! Crumble!
Regenerate.
Take it!
Another incantation ruin.
Dragon swarm! Vacuum blade!
Shine. Force of regeneration. Regenerate. Our arts are being interrupted.
You're mine!
Let us take to the fray. Tornado drive.
Damn, this one's all mine! Not today!
Does it hurt?
Sword Rain Alpha! Vacuum blade! Dragon swarm!
I'll grind you into dust.
No escape!
Press the wrong button.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I literally pressed the button. Kisara's fucking shit just isn't responsive enough. Like, I literally held left trigger and pressed her button,
Tectonic vision.
but it was like, nah.
No dawn
Yeah.
shall break this night.
Here's a healing art.
Lightning thrust! Coming through!
I'm just gonna fucking body it with fucking mystic arts until it dies.
Benediction light.
Armor won't save you! Heal!
Healing circle.
I owe you.
Far enough. Here I go.
Everlasting dust.
Inferno punch! Dragon swarm!
Will this help?
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Lightning thrust! Not today! Dragon swarm!
No dawn
Vacuum
shall break
blade!
this night.
Dragon swarm! I'll crush you!
That number 3 that we've used on this thing?
I'll tear you apart! Take this! Watch you! Dragon swarm! Vacuum blade! Inferno punch! Dragon swarm!
Shine.
Regeneration!
Regenerate.
I can carve through walls!
Allow me to pierce the end is nigh. Allow me to
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's the evil.
Void blast! I'm just getting started! Devastation!
heal my wearied companion.
Double leap! In an instant! Impact!
Oh, these guys being regular enemies is,
Don't push yourself too hard.
oof. That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh?
Blackened blade. Can't get out of this.
You're mine!
Punch that gun out of your hand!
Dragon swarm!
I'm on a roll now! That freaking does it!
I'll grind you into dust.
That's my shield.
In
There
an
we go.
instant! Impact claw! Now! Here I
Heal
come!
my wearied companion.
I'm not done!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open! Be my guest!
I'll crush you!
Fucking Law.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Oh. and just fucking just drop the fucking combo. I hate that. I hate how it just does that sometimes.
Get toasty!
Get toasty.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
You're definitely way stronger.
Yeah, nothing motivates you like having stakes this high.
Look at those fucking guys. There's so many guys. So many bad guys. Ooh, shortcake. That sounds pretty good. Like that.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ooh, oh.
Easy ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Get toasty!
Easy peasy. Red hot burning strike. I never noticed the full name of that.
Kill! Dazzle! You're mine! Strike! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
Glacial spear.
I'm on it.
Here's
Begin! Shouldn't have messed with me. You're mine.
Here goes!
No further.
You're mine!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
It's over!
I can carve through armor to be let free on the wind.
Oh wow, we're actually burning through our CP.
Might with blackened blade.
Strike! Rising Falcon!
Execution.
I'm ready! Alpha!
That's a really cool spell though.
Blow them away.
He punch. He does
Small,
punch.
but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way
Oh.
yet to go.
We are kind of getting slapped around. Not gonna lie. Incineration wave. Let's go for increased evasion distance. Critical damage is pretty good. Ooh, reduce casting art time. Hell yes.
Soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making...
Let's dispose of the trash.
Try harder. Down on the ground.
Eat them!
No dawn shall break this
Take
night.
this!
Now we're not.
No escape! Time to cross the blades!
Begin. Does it hurt? Eat this.
I'm not done!
I'm on it.
Take this!
I'm in your debt. Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Here I come. Armor won't save you.
Dragon Swarm!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Negative
Your
feedback.
incantation ruined.
I'm not done!
Watch this. You are my weary companion.
Try harder!
Hear my
Now!
call.
Here I
I
come!
can't heal you forever.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you.
Nice.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Talon hurricane.
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth.
Here I come!
Stalagmite.
Thrust!
Super swallow dance.
Try harder! The flame inside is yours to be let
I'm getting
free.
better at the dodge.
Resonate with the earth.
Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite.
Vacuum Blade! Sword Ring Alpha!
Ready and ready.
I say and I immediately get smacked in the face. Whoop.
Dragon Swarm!
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why Law just seemingly gets to spam the shit out of his freaking Mystic Art. I guess maybe he's getting his fucking ass kicked.
Watch it.
Oh, stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
Armor won't save you.
I'm not done!
Flame.
You're mine!
Glacial spear. Here's
You're
evil.
mine!
I'm about to die.
I'm just getting started.
Not a chance on the wind! Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Impel punch.
Whoop. Oh. It's Law's fault that I have 0 CP. Yeah, basically. Look, he's freaking doing it again. Ah, fucking A. I was hoping to escape. Need to...
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation. Not done yet.
No more playing nice.
Oh. These guys are also just tough.
See what I can do to be let free. Burn in hell.
You can swap out party members, including everyone's been fight. Yeah, I know. I've done it in the past. I just didn't see a reason or point to do so this time around.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes!
Just, this is like the 3rd time he's done it in this fight.
In an instant!
My God. These guys are tanky.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I assume you can, like, just skip it. I just never do. Oof. My goodness. The apple gels are, like, worthless at this point. Like, it does... upsetting change. I think... I wish that apples and peaches and things like that still healed percentage amounts rather than set amounts. Yeah, percentage healing items are absolutely always better. Holy shit.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Dragon Swarm!
Water, hear my call.
The Tempest engulfs you! I'm on it! They smite with blackened blade!
Freeze Lancer.
In a bind, it's go time!
First aid.
Elucidated! Dragon Swarm! Tornado all mine! You picked the wrong fight! I'll finish you here now!
Do it.
Say, ha! Blow them away! Not a chance!
Lunar corruption.
Now it's get great! Void Blast!
I hate that they're so heavy that they don't fucking drop correctly.
Now you see what I can do! Dragon Swarm! Now I'm real mad!
Annihilation.
And I'm not done! Rotating field drive! You're mine! I'm not done! I'll crush you! Lightning
One of the first
reflexes!
RPs to use
Tenebrous
percentage
claw!
was the lesbian WG. I mean, most of the stuff in Tales is normally percentage, isn't it? Like, am I misremembering that things like apple gels and things like that are normally percentage in Tales games? I could be misremembering. It's entirely possible. There's a lot of shit in this room. Max HP. One of us. Omega elixirs. There are very few of those.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Bring him down. This one's all mine. Vacuum blade. I'm going in. Feel my weary companion. I'm not done. Don't get carried away. Prepare to be furious. No further.
Healing fire.
Dragon swarm. Vacuum blade.
Pull myself together.
Sword Lane Alpha. Vacuum blades.
Watch this.
You're mine. I'm not done.
Here, let me
Take
help.
this. Take this. Crush. Lightning thrust.
There we go.
Meanwhile, light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
Now. First fire in the hole. Devastation.
It's time.
Rising Falcon. Ignite.
Fall back.
I'm not done.
Flame of fury. Burning dragon. Water. Hear my call.
Dragon swarm.
Spread. Through it.
Meanwhile, light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. By the
My
power
turn.
of flame.
No,
Finish without a trace.
No further. I'm not done.
down.
Dance. Dance. Talon Hurricane. Sword Lane Alpha.
Hear me.
Motherfucker just walked away.
Water. Near my call.
Odie's face planning.
Dragon swarm.
Sometimes it do be that way.
Ha! Now. Scarlet and
Oh, I need to check and see.
breath of life. Heal
Is
my
this-
weary companion. Dragon swarm.
Incineration
Tear
wave?
you apart.
It is.
Swallow dance.
Magna Red.
Resonate with the earth.
I'm on that. Here goes.
Okay, that's cool.
Healing arc.
Armor won't save you. I owe you one. Scream bathed in blood. Rending you apart.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Man, if you're willing to kill yourself, this does so much damage.
Get lost.
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon
What's this? Healing circle. No shield can stand up to these fists.
Try this. Out of the way.
You should have messed with me.
By the power of flame.
Take this.
Steel flame.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflex.
I don't have enough CP items to just be doing that constantly. I wish there were like regen accessories, maybe. There might actually be a regen accessory. Oh, I think about it. Because if there were, you could use that to offset the damage that you do to yourself.
Take this. Reflect on that. Void flash. They can't get out of this. Here I come. No escape. Elusive deity. I'm ready.
That'd be pretty cool.
Blow them away.
I should look into that.
I'm not done. I'm ready. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
My turn.
These fish have got your name on them.
Dazzle. Here I come.
Free from regret.
Rising Falcon. Vacuum blade.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Dragon
On a roll now.
Dragon swarm. I'm ready.
Why it like takes you so far away from the enemy?
There's always room for improvement.
$21,000 gold. A lot of gold. No red chests in that, interestingly enough. And I assumed we were gonna get a well, probably not the only floor of this dungeon. I guess is a statement to. Ooh, uh-oh. Hold up. New shit. Who dis?
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. how do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Turn it on. Sovereign up. It's time. Can he even do that? Can he just be like, blink, eye on? Oh, he can. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. He real can. I was kind of joking.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Flashback? Oh,
Alphen.
shit.
You again.
Naori.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden.
Is Naori the
How
red
have you been
woman?
feeling?
Just with like
Why am
a
I
hair
sober
change and
enough?
a eye change?
Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
I mean, that's the same thing.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like that's a big mistake.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to.
Oh, everyone
She
saw the
looked
same
exactly
vision. I
like
was thinking
Shion.
everyone was going to get their own visions,
It was
but no.
Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
Yeah.
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No.
Why would you
I
even
don't
bring
think
the Red
so.
Woman into this?
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
No, only
I
you
felt it
feel
too.
that.
And not for the
Well,
first time
damn it.
either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
Oh, never mind.
That would make sense. After all, vast
Apparently
amounts of
everyone
Dana's
feels it.
astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing.
That's a good question.
Maybe it's not even as
Add it to
deliberate
the
as all
questions
that.
list. Damn it.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah, it was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah,
Ancestor. It's gonna be like mom or something like that.
What about you?
She don't know.
How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those.
Is it?
Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alfred.
Was it that
That's
painful?
not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans
Would have to
might
be like
it
her
just as
great-great-grandmother. I mean,
I'd like to liberate them too,
unless
if I can,
Naori
which is just
did a
another
thing
reason I can't
like
afford to shield my eyes from the
Alphen
truth.
did, and
Whether you're on Dana or
time,
somewhere
well,
else,
not time travel,
you
but
always
got
stay the
frozen
same.
for 300 years,
Your
you know,
indignation and righteous
or
passion,
200 years,
your
or
desire
whatever.
to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay
Yes,
sharp.
it still counts as time
That
travel.
last illusion. There's no
I mean, that's
telling
fair.
what could happen in here.
That's fair. Alright, we got a little heal point, which means I'm assuming we're about to have a big fight. So, we're going to go ahead and save right here, and that is going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around, we're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Tales of Arise. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.